The V4 of Visegrad Group refers in general to the political collaboration of 4 countries, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland and Hungary. But now we are talking about an educational chess program sponsored by the Visegrad Fund, which aims to share knowledge, resources and models of good practice among these 4 countries, which can serve as a model for the rest of the world.
Hi, my name is Marlene and today I have a great privilege to introduce you to the good practices in chess education in Poland. So I will give a presentation on our project that we carried out with the city of Katowice and UNICEF, and I will show you how we approach the topic. So our goal was to obviously popularize the game of chess in the field of education, but we wanted to achieve scale. We wanted also to establish a long-term cooperation with the local authorities and educational entities and integrate the kids from Poland and Ukraine. So very fast we've realized that the teachers are the key. So in order to get like the full commitment of teachers, we needed to overcome doubts and find a way to make sure that they will want to work with us, because we were holding our workshops many times on Fridays or on the weekends, so they obviously had like better things to do, so we needed to find the right way to make sure that they will want to work with us. So the first thing we did, we tried to make sure that they understand the benefits of the game. So after that we wanted to try to talk to their educational skills and to the fact that they understand the process of education. Obviously, we had to emphasize the uniqueness of the game and uniqueness of the teachers and the fact that they are the one that can bring chess to the kids. And we've used many examples because if you will take like a very experienced trainer or grandmaster and you will give him or her 20 kids, he may have problems with holding the group. When it comes to teachers, they are the best people to simply organize the group and make sure that the message will be delivered. Obviously, there was a lot of hesitation from the teachers, so we had to anticipate all the problems. So the fact that we came and we said that we know everything you are worried about, we understand your worries, we understand the problems that you may have in your head, we have all the questions. So this anticipation was a very important part. So we made sure that we are providing them with ready solutions. So it was very important for us to say, if you are worried that you will find a kid that will be great in chess and he will beat you, we know how to do it, you can use him as an expert. If you are worried that you won't be able to solve like a puzzle, we have already solutions that are prepared for you. So we had to make sure that they will be taken care of and that they will feel safe through the project. So we tried to present maintenance-free and fully automated program, so they know that we have everything ready. So with our platform, ChessGrow platform, we prepared a ready curriculum that took the teachers step by step what should they do throughout the program. So when we had teachers on our side, we could go to the next step. And the next step was also very difficult because we had to keep students interested. And this is very difficult, especially nowadays that we have so many games, so many apps, and it's difficult to entertain kids and to make sure that they will come back. So we had to present chess in a modern way where they will be attractive for kids and where they will keep coming back to chess even after classes. So we used a lot of technology, but still we had to find the right balance between fun and education. And this was very important for us to not to lose like the educational element while providing the fun element to the game, because we remember that we have the whole class and we have to keep all the kids interested. So everyone that's working with kids understands, especially with the young kids, understands that the repetition is the key. So when it comes to repetition, we needed to use varied forms not to get kids bored during the classes. So we provided the teachers with presentation board, with the regular chess boards, but with the fun chess sets, and also with many technological platforms. We also tried, during the process, we also tried to teach healthy competition, because chess is a very unique game when you have a result very fast. So we needed to make sure that this result won't be causing any damage to the kids, so they won't be like crying after the game. So we very early try to learn like the health competition. And one of the biggest tasks was to keep kids interested even after classes. So when we have those classes, kids are coming back home, and we wanted to make sure that they will come back to chess as well. So here we used technology, and technology is a unique combination. Technology in chess brings up the unique combination between the world of bits and world of atoms. So we could work with teachers in a program where we could automate the puzzles and we could automate the whole learning experience. We tried to take care to have like a high retention rate, which was very important. Because this was like the indicator of the kids coming back to the games. We try to increase the engagement of the kids through gamification, and this is very important because having those elements of the games, like in other regular games kids are playing after school, we could give this element of the game, but keep students come back to the chess. And it was also very important to measure users' behavior, because throughout the process we are learning how kids are approaching technology, how teachers are approaching technology, and by that we could make sure that our program will be better each and every time. As a result, we reached outstanding achievements, I would say, because we at the beginning, we wanted to gain scale, and through that project, we managed to exceed the results we wanted to have by more than 100% now. So it was a huge success. What was like the other outcome we didn't expect was the feedback loop, because after some time, teachers came back to us and kept telling us how we can use our own tools and how they are using this. So we got this exchange of knowledge that is very beneficial and that makes sure that the program will last for many years. As a result of this, we have this strong collaboration between educational entities and the chess clubs, because every time we have like great talents, there is a nice cooperation between the school and the local chess communities. So that's how we approached our program. We are very proud of the success we achieved, and I hope it will be helpful for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marlena. Now we have two speakers from Slovakia, Michal Vrba, founder of Bratislava Chess Academy, and Martin Huncar, who works as a chess trainer at the same Bratislava Chess Academy.
Welcome to Slovakia, where our chess academy is located in Bratislava, the capital of this beautiful country. We do chess in schools, we do trainings for chess coaches, we do a lot of chess tournaments, and we do also chess events, special events to promote this lovely game. Let me take you on a journey to show you how we work with schools and kids, and Martin on the picture will show you some beautiful events we did in the past. How to successfully run a chess class at a school, and what to do with kids when we have them in one room. But the key question is, for us, obviously, how do we know that we did it right? How do we know that we did a great job? When we open the door at the school, there are 4 groups of people. There are us as chess coaches, and we want to teach kids to learn some chess basics, maybe some tactics, some strategy. There is also a school management. From my experience, when you go to director of the school, the magic sentence is, give us just one room and we do all the things, all the management around it, and you don't have to do anything, and you will win. The third group are parents. The most important thing for parents is security of their child. Sure, the parents that their kids are really in a safe environment and at a safe place. And the 4th group are kids. They want to play, they want to learn something new, they want to find new friends. It's on us as coaches to mix it all together and find some balance of all of these expectations. When we set up the class, there are 2 key features we should definitely follow. The first one is regularity. Doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter how bad your day was, doesn't matter what the weather like is, every single week you should go to the school and be with the kids. And more important than to teach them some chess rules or tactics is to inspire them. Inspire for a chess game. Believe me, if you do that, it will be much more easier for the future, for kids and for you to learn a chess. So what to do with kids in the class? And it costs us zero costs. Us as a teachers or coaches, sometimes we imagine that kids will be sitting in front of each other quietly and for 60 minutes playing a game. But as far as we know, it's not always like that. So what can we do when the situation is different and we would like to inspire them for a chess game? Why don't we take a chalk and create them like Chess Picasso competition? They can draw nice pictures on the blackboard, and it's a big fan. We can also use demonstration board, but not only for playing a game, but kids can sit around the demonstration board and solving some puzzles, creating pictures, whatever they want. They are cooperating with each other and have fun. Don't worry if you don't have demonstration board. You can use a regular one and kids can sit around the table, around the board, and you can do the same activities as with the demonstration board. Sometimes it happens that one board, chessboard, is not good enough. Why don't we use or put 8 of them on the floor and create a big chess game? Or as far as we know, kids like to move all the time, like me, for example, now. So put aside the chairs and kids can walk around the table and play a game of chess, obviously. Sometimes happens that kids come to you and they want to create their own game. Support them, put some chess rules inside them, and kids will be happy because they create their own game which can they play, and they will be very, very excited about it. And when the sun comes up and the weather is very nice outside, why don't we play a chess outside next, for example, of the football stadium? After we finish the class or the semester or the year, don't hesitate or don't be shy to ask kids for a feedback. There are many ways how to do it. You can simply just kids put a chess piece on the blackboard. I like it or I dislike it. But the most important question comes when you lock the door and kids meet their parents. Because parents ask them, how did you like the chess? How did you like the class? And I wish all of you that always the answer of the kids will be yes. Don't forget, have fun and enjoy it. Thank you.
Hello! This is my good friend and helper, Šachulko. Mate. Šachulko, you laugh like a monkey, but you are in such a good mood. But why? We are in Budapest. D4, knight f6, c4, e5, and black is winning. Almost, Šachulko. So I just want to give you example how I'm doing my lessons with the smallest children. They like my friend. This is my lesson. I want to teach. No, this is my lesson. Just be quiet, okay? And I think the things what we need to do with the children, we need to create the atmosphere just from the very beginning that the chess is the best game, which is actually the true. So the children, they need to relax, they need to see that it's so good to play chess. And we need to give them praises. We need to tell them that they have really great value. And this is the pictures from the kindergarten where I teach. I have several kindergarten online courses, live courses in Bratislava. And we do it together with my friend Šachulko. And even the the things, the activities which looks in the beginning like boring, doesn't need to be boring. Like if you put on the magnetic board, you put pieces, you can, for example, sing them like Rook A1, and the children, they sing after you, and it can be excited for them. So we use the big chess board. They imitate the pieces. They play different games like chess mushrooms here, and it's really very funny. And on the end of the lesson, they play against each other. And then the most talented children, or those who wants, we invite them to more advanced courses. And then we go deeper there. Yes, of course, we go deeper there, and I try to give them rewards, like they got titles during the lesson, so they are like candidate master, FIDE master, EMGM, the candidate of the world master, even the world master, if they could answer the questions. And if they don't know the questions, I don't want them to feel that they are losers. So my friend is giving them hints, like, for example, mate in 2, or use your queen, etc. And so it's funny for children. And then those who are best, I'm inviting them to their first tournaments. So this is 4-year-old Arthur, and he started to play when he was 4 on preschool. The next year he was still in the kindergarten, so he was already my helper. And when I invited him to chess tournament, I knew that he would not win. So I made a trophy for the youngest player, and then he got the trophy. He was so happy. His mother wrote me that he even slept with the trophy. So that's, I think, one of our goals, to make them happy. Then if you do things, try to do it also outside in the nature. Here children are solving some puzzles, but what is even more important is to give them some rewards, good words, but also a little bit what they can take home. So I'm using small stones, precious stones, minerals, and they got, if they win, they got, if they draw, and they got even if they lose. And they like it, and if they have a lot of them, they are changing for the bigger one. And then during the spring and summer, we do camps, and that's something wonderful. Exactly. So here you see we enjoying. We have a carnival. They are dressed like this, and then they play. One day they play their games dressed like that. And also there are different other activities during the camps. We need some break, so we engage in activities such as archery, treasure hunts, and simply we have very good time together. And we made an exception, and we allowed even the 5-year-old talented players to attend chess camp. So this guy was 5 years old when he came this summer, and he enjoyed very much. And what is very important is friendship. If they have good friendship together, then they can keep playing, and they will not quit the chess. So for those who are more advanced, I create a Future Champions League in Bratislava, and they meet 8 times in a year for a classical game, and they played together 16 games, and it's A for a more advanced players, and B for beginners or advanced beginners. And during the summer we do also festival in our city, and this is also very good, and it's growing every year, and we are very happy for it. We also want to promote in the city the chess during the big grape harvest festival. So thousands of people are passing by, and we do this chess tournament in our part of the Bratislava city. And I also like to do something very fun and which is interesting, and it is what? Bike and chess. So in a forest, they need to do 7 rounds biking, and then they played 8 blitz games. And if you are slow on bicycle, then you have less time on the clock. And very similar, run and chess. This is a nice event for the whole family. Again, 7 rounds in a forest, running and then playing chess between Also, in our community, they really are supportive in the part where I live in Bratislava. So I'm organizing the matches, old versus young. And it's really a great match, always. And on the end, I want to say that I wrote a book about my dreams. And this is also a tool which helps me to reach out to small children. It contains the fairy tale, his dreams and funny stories. And between the chapters, there are chess rules, there is like poems, and there is also like today's famous chess players, some information and photos for them. Thank you so much and see you in Bratislava. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michal and Martin. Now let's go from Slovakia to Czech Republic. And the speaker is Lenka Kusova, head of the Women's Chess Commission in the Czech Republic.
Hello, my name is Lenka Kusova. I'm from the Czech Chess Federation. I'm chief of the Chess Women's Commission, a member of Communication and Marketing, and coordinator Chess in Schools in Karlovy Vary. In the Czech Republic, as a part of the Chess in Schools project, we place the greatest emphasis on supplying schools with high-quality teaching exercise books. We provide teachers with methodological support and offer them to option the necessary coaching qualifications. Let me introduce more details. What support do we offer? Our goal is to involve as many teachers as possible in chess teaching, and that's why we offer them effective methodical help. It's based on these two books. Each school involved in the project for the first time receives in September these two books free of charge. The first one is the Methodical Handbook for Chess Coaches and Teachers by author Petr Herek, an experienced and respected youth coach. This book covers the topics from the simplest rules and concepts to the basics of strategy and an introduction to opening theory. The second book is a collection of chess puzzles by the same author, which directly complements the contents of the chapters in the Methodical Handbook. In these two books, teachers will find introductions on how to plan each lesson, and at the same time they have a sufficient supply of tasks and puzzles that they can assign to the children. At the same time, the books contain topics for home preparation. We also offer schools chess workbooks for children. The entire publication has 7 parts, and its author is Martin Bale, an experienced and respected coach too. This workbook complements the Methodical Handbook and collection. The visual form is attractive for children who are starting to learn chess. Each child receives their own chess workbook each year according to their knowledge level. The tasks are playful, and children can write and draw in their workbooks, and they can keep it when the school year is over. Here are some pages. They learn how the knight moves, and what the pin is and how to castle. They learn what is the fork in chess and how to evolve the pieces. In September 2023, we started cooperation with the new Czech chess portal My Chess, which is run by Martin Bale too. My Chess includes practice and online puzzle solving competition. These parts are free of charge. Teachers receives one free My Chess premium license. If they decide to purchase premium license for their students as well, each student license is 50% cheaper. It's obvious that for effective training of children, regular work and puzzle solving is necessary. We motivate children to regularly solve puzzles through an online long-term competition, which we also organize in cooperation with My Chess. Every month, children solve sets of tasks. Every month, we reward not only the best participants, but also draw several attractive prizes with chess features. For example, snack boxes with logo Chess in School. In January and June, we announced the best and the most active school teams, and these schools get equipment for their after-school chess clubs, especially chess sets. Even a small school with a small team has a chance to win. We intensively fight the myth that chess is an extremely difficult game with many difficult rules, suitable only for more gifted children, and as a game difficult to teach. We need more teachers to get involved in chess teaching. The number of coaches from the clubs is not enough for all schools. And that's why we offer teachers an online course for coaches where they can learn the basics of chess methodology and didactics, improve their own game and gain the confidence to start teaching children at least the basics of chess and to use chess as an educational tool. We are already reaching out to students at the faculties of education at universities, and we offer them this course completely free of charge. The more teachers we convince that they are able to teach chess, the more children will get a chance to learn chess at schools. There is a lot of work ahead of us. Friends, thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Lenka. And now from Hungary, the hosting country, Andrea Farkas from the Judit Polgár Chess Foundation.
Hi, I'm Andrea. With the next presentation, I would like to share how chess is used in education in Hungary. Based on the survey sent out in connection with the V4 project, nearly 300 clubs, more than 200 kindergartens, and over 750 elementary schools have chess activities in Hungary. The most popular initiatives are in chess clubs and on online platforms, as you can see on the left side of this slide. In the elementary school curriculum, there are two alternatives implemented for grade 1 to 4 as an optional subject. Chess logic is focused on math, logic, and IT. Skill-building chess as an educational tool is the Chess Palace, which is a motivational program and boosts kids' self-confidence by using the rules of chess. The focus is on logical and algorithmic thinking, creativity and critical thinking. The Judit Polgár method, which has been recognized and supported by the European Commission and the International Chess Federation, is an outstanding educational innovation. Since 2013, the number of children, teachers, and institutions participating in its program has been steadily increasing every year. Currently, the number of children participating in the method in preschool and primary education is over 50,000 per year. Approximately 4,000 teachers have participated in our teacher training courses, and it's used in nearly 1,000 nursery and primary schools. How the Judit Polgár method grew with time? It all started in 2011 by research, and the first milestone was in 2013, when Chess Palace became part of the national curriculum. In 2015, winning 2 awards assured us that we are on the right track. In 2017, the program expanded for ages 4 to 10. In 2022, the chess physical education program was developed. We give the extra knowledge to thousands of teachers due to a governmental funding in 2023. The new book series for children 4 to 8 years old is coming out also for home use. The Chess Palace program and its framework with games and graphics is a complex skill development program which develops and strengthens the skills that are essential in the 21st century, the 4C, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. Children's strategic thinking and problem-solving skills develop. Their self-confidence increases, and they will process information in a concentrated manner, highlighting the essence. The heart of the method is the Chess Palace, with its unique graphics and its magical fantasy world. The chess pieces are the characters of the stories. They have names, different personalities. Children can relate to the characters easily and develop an emotional attachment. There are a lot of stories and adventures, so children get more engaged and motivated by storytelling. We consider that not only hard work and passion are important for the success, but also planning and to develop long-term strategies. During 2024, the 6-part series of Chess Palace will provide an inspirational playground for kids all over the world. Finally, I will close my presentation with one of Judith's quotes. The chessboard is like a map that provides orientation. Several paths can lead to the goal. We can go on foot, by bicycle, maybe even on a skateboard. It's the same in learning. Let's find our own way to creative thinking. Thank you for your attention.
after listening to those very inspiring presentations, I think we are going to have a very interesting round table with the four speakers, four guests we have today with us. I will start introducing the two on my left. Venuse Souralova, Chess in Schools project manager from the Czech Chess Federation. Sorry about that. Welcome, and thank you very much for coming. Michal, Vrba, founder of Bratislava Chess Academy. And on my right, Lukasz Turlej, Secretary General of the International Chess Federation, FIDE, and President of the Wasko Hetman GKS Katowice.
Wasko Hetman GKS Katowice, yes.
Okay, and our host, Judit Polgár, thank you for being with us again. First of all, I think I can speak on behalf of the whole international educational chess community by thanking all of you for what you are doing. I mean, this project of cooperation between four countries can really be a model for the rest of the world. Then let's start by a question that I'm going to ask you. Just each of you, please tell us about a lesson you have learned from the last 10 years of implementing chess education programs since the very famous European Union declaration in 2012, more or less. Please, one lesson from each of you. Who wants to be the first?
Chess in school, I think it's present in Poland even for more years than 10. But of course, this last 10 years are the most important. The most schools are joining. I remember the first conference in Polish Parliament, where back then President of Polish Chess Federation Tomek Sielicki was telling to Parliament members, like advertising the program, saying that this is not only developing skills, but basically building better society. Because this is kind of skills that we need to see in the new generation, because they will be working for our pensions. Yes, so we want to develop them as best as possible. From last 10 years, I think I'll say about this last year that we have a new project actually in my city, that after UNICEF conference, some soft skills projects are coming back, and for the first time we are cooperating with UNICEF. We are cooperating with private companies also who are supporting cities, is supporting the project, and actually we planned a couple hundred places for kids, and 400 more registered. But together with all the partners, we managed to find a place for them, all the equipment, books. I think it was partially thanks to visit of Judit in the city, because many people were discussing after our panel discussion about chess in education, and it started to be very interesting for many people who were not that much connected with chess earlier. For parents, see it as an interesting opportunity for their kids.
Interesting people from outside chess is always a crucial goal, of course. What about Venuse?
For me, it's very difficult to describe the development in last 10 years, because I started to work for chess in schools in Czech Republic in 2018. So I can talk about last 5 years. But I have to say that it's true that many other organizations started to support chess, especially cities. So, for example, in Czech Republic, Ostrava also has got its own city project, Chess in Schools, and the town or city is supporting their schools to have chess and to give education to teachers. So many another organizations, not only federation, Chess Federation, starts to support chess.
Again, you have support from outside the chess world itself. This is really important in my view. Michal?
Actually, our chess academy is on a map for 10 years. So we started like really from the 0 point, and What I'm happy about Slovakia, that many clubs or schools are inspired by our work and implement chess in schools because they see that it works and kids are happy. So this is my key learning, and I'm happy that it really works and we can inspire other people to work with the kids. And for me personally, what I see as a chess as a tool to not only learn a chess as a game, but improving soft skills of kids, like for the future.
Well, that should be the most important goal. Indeed. Yeah. Judit?
Well, we started the program, the educational method, more than 10 years ago. So first of all, I'm very proud of that we started. Probably many of the people know that I was a professional player and very successful. And when I started to develop the program having chess in education, of course people were looking at me, the teachers for example, that come on, we don't want to do this chess. So in the last 10 years we gained incredible success, that we gave courses also for a lot of, more than 4,000 teachers. So what we learned from that chess is something that belongs to the classroom, and chess is a game which is extremely motivational in every different way. And actually what I'm learning also that in many different countries you can use it in many different ways. But I think also my my findings is that we have so many good examples that communication and communicating it to the outside world, this is one of the most important nowadays, because it's not enough to do a good job. You have to make it visible to everybody who makes decisions, to the parents, to the school teachers, and so on. So I think we made a huge improvement in Hungary, and also as we see in other countries as well.
Actually, as far as I know, I think you are somehow adapting your course to other countries.
Well, we had a little bit, doing it for several years in China. They're using it in, of course, the Chinese way, because every country has to adopt it. And now I have a new book series also, which we structured it in a way that we hope to have it as many languages as possible. But the main idea is not necessarily my program, but I'm really an ambassador for chess in school in general. So every good program is something I'm supporting a lot.
Now let's start by the second question by Venuse. What differentiates each of your programs from the others? I mean, it could be the method, the pedagogical tools, the materials, how it is organized, whatever you think is more interesting.
You mean what we offer to schools in Czech Republic?
Why your program is different from many others?
I think that the most typical feature for our program is offering, getting how to qualify for teachers. We offer online course for teachers, and they can achieve the knowledge how to teach, and then they can start to teach. And it's very effective because, for example, in last month, in September, approximately 18 or 20 teachers got through this course and got the qualification, and they can start to teach. And I think it's one of the best features in our program.
Michal?
Well, it's our key feature, I would say, is that we try to inspire kids to love the game. Firstly, not to push on some results or to learn all the combinations or whatever, but inspire to love the game. And afterwards, it's much easier to work with them, also with chess coaches, not only the teachers at the basic level. So this is our approach, what works for us, and I think that it's a way for maybe our country or region.
I see. Lukasz?
You mentioned in the first question that this is very special cooperation, that basically we are doing similar things, but because of meeting earlier online, now in person, we can exchange good practices. And for example, we can know what is happening in the Czech Republic as a federation, as a country. From my perspective, as a club, but also what is happening in the country. Judit is doing all the global thing, and as Michal saying, there's academy which has a different approach. So this sharing experiences is very, very important. Both on approaching on to decision-making people and of course how to teach kids. Earlier today, Marlene was telling about the application of technology to chess in schools, and we are trying to balance it. Of course, classes with books, interesting examples, but also to use all the power of technology as well, with interesting approach. Not too much of computer, of course, as well.
And Judit?
Well, our program is focused very much on metaphors for life and for the age of the kids. And so this is why we have a very special chess palace, which goes back and forth and merges the chessboard and the chess palace on the 64 squares. We have very special characters. We give them superpower. So the emotional attachment for the kids are very, very strong. We also add stories, rhymes, and so like every different things, whatever we put in the program, it has to be connected with the others. So basically the kids get into the flow, and they just, without realizing it, they improve in every kind of skills.
Now, a question which I think is very especially interesting for our audience, Venuse. How can successful models as yours be replicated in other countries?
How our course could be replicated, for example, in Poland.
Or adapted.
I think it can be very easy, because our structure of the course is very similar to duplicate, and you just need a few people who are able to record some lectures for teachers. You need some materials about psychology and pedagogic, and then you can put everything into online course to set some set of questions for teachers to make a test at the end of the course, and you can do the same as we do. It's very easy. Maybe it's only some things are only for translating to another language.
Michal, do you think there is something that is easy to do in Slovakia but more difficult in other countries for some reason?
Well, I was speaking also yesterday during this V4 summit with representative of other countries, and I think that each country has some speciality, I would say. Therefore, from my point of view, it's very important to have kind of people, like full-time people as a manager, who will be doing all the management of the chess courses or whatever, and then these people can connect schools, can go to kids, but it really depends how to do on each country, because each country is different. But maybe kind of model that there must be somebody I can call anytime and he can help me. That is very important, because, for example, from my experience, I'm supporting also teachers, also coaches, also director of schools or whatever they need. So it's important to have some person who is responsible for that.
Lukasz, you have mentioned and underlined technology, which of course is very helpful. But what about, for instance, third world countries? How can deal with that?
Yes, I had many talks with representatives of different countries, and they are willing to do big projects. But every journey starts with the first step. So I think it is important to have meetings like this, forums like here we have in Budapest. We are still a bit struggling with this in chess. Many other businesses are meeting very, very often. They are discussing how to organize a tournament, how to promote chess in education. And I think even for smaller countries or countries which are having, I don't know, one school in chess education, they can get something. And when they are listening to examples from our countries, and they can listen, maybe they ask some questions, they can also ask, what was your first step? Yeah, like to Michal says that 10 years ago he started. Probably he didn't start with 20 schools the very first year. It was the same problem that people are having in different countries, but also for some federations you mentioned in Africa. Chess is one of many sports. Of course, football is number one. Yeah, almost always.
Football is like a god in some countries. Yeah.
Yes. So when you want to build a federation, and you are going to this influential people, ministers, advertising chess as only a sport, your chances of success are not that high. But when you are showing that it's both sport but also tool for education, you might be very successful. And I had an opportunity to talk with some presidents of African federations, and they prioritize chess in education very often to trying to get some more funds for the first team, because they can get like 5% more, 10% more. But for chess in education, they can basically attract many schools in the country and make sure that chess is something which is popular in the country, and then we can talk more.
And Judit, you have experience with different, not only countries but even continents, exporting your method. Which are your main conclusions from that experience about how should we do it?
Well, we are not there yet, that we are in too many countries, but I think it's, generally speaking, it's very important for each of us to clear as much as possible our method and our ideas, so it will be very clear to give it to other countries. And I think it's not only about making the program itself very good and very clear, and graphically also as much as possible to improve. So already decision makers, by looking at it, they say, wow, it's nice. But it's also extremely important to give the passion and this enthusiasm what we have towards our program, that somehow to transmit the belief that we do believe from our experience, from the decade of experience, seeing the teachers, seeing the parents, seeing the kids, to collect all these positive feedbacks, that we are able to transmit this, that you should try it, give it a try, because it's just good. And actually it's pretty cheap also, let's face it. It's not something which is unimportant. And I really believe that probably all of us can agree on that when we transmit our belief and our program because we love it, we just simply convince the teachers, whoever hears it for the first time. I know, Leoncio, that you have the same experience in many countries yourself, that you're talking to completely unknown, with people, educators who never heard about chess being in the classroom, and thousands of people, you experience how they react. So I think this is very important, that the emotional part, that we catch the attention and we grab the attention, and then they're, wow, this is really magical. Chess being in the classroom, we would never believe it. So simple, right? It's like, wow.
Indeed. For instance, when a school teacher who is working on maths sees how can use chess as a pedagogical tool to explain a big part of geometry, arithmetics, algebra, automatically realizes that chess can be a very important professional tool for him or for her. And that makes the change, right? Now, the four of you have a solid experience already, so I think it's interesting to ask you about what are the main challenges for educational chess in the next years to come.
Well, me? A few months ago, or last year, I had a seminar for chairmen of the schools or headmasters. and its name was "Why to Teach Children Chess." And I told them what are the myths about chess. And I think many people think that chess is very complicated, only for gifted children, it's not for everyone. And I think it's very important to explain them that chess is actually a very simple game with a few rules, and you can play it and you can gain some benefits from it, even when you play it on a low level. It's the same like when you learn to ride a bike. Nobody or not everyone is able to go around Tour de France, but everyone who learns a little bit to ride a bike can get some benefits from it. And even chess, when you learn chess, you can take some benefits from it, even when you play only on a low level, because it's also important for children. So I think it's very important to fight with the mythos about chess, because sometimes people think bad things about chess which actually don't exist. So we have to destroy these myths.
You are absolutely right. I underline every word she said.
Thank you.
Michal?
Definitely, I must agree, and we are struggling also with like overcome this. The teachers are afraid that I don't know how to play chess, and this is the first step we should somehow overcome. But I would like to maybe add what Judit said about the promotion of chess. From my experience, when I was talking to municipalities or directors, I used to go there and talk about, okay, we are doing this, and if these people don't know nothing about chess, they are okay and nobody calls back. But now I use very simple, I just print out like 2 or 3 pictures. This is chess tournament, this is how it looks in a chess class, and I just came, show these 3 pictures, and after 1 minute everybody wants to talk with you. So maybe simple trick how to talk with people who don't know nothing about chess.
So Lukasz, besides destroying wrong taboos, what else do you think is a challenge for the near future?
One challenge that we had in Poland, and still we have, was that after this decision of European Parliament, we had a new educational bill in Poland after a couple of years, and actually we do have chess and programming there as tools to help education. So, long story short, it is possible to have from next year chess in every school. But for the ministry, in the very first year when it was discussed, it was something scary. How the first thing to organize chess classes, from where we can take so many teachers, so many instructors for these teachers. So when you go to school and say, can we organize football tournament, then they know what is the football tournament. But for most schools which are not in a program, it is something new, and maybe let's not do something that we don't know how to proceed with it. So we for sure we have to show good examples, especially that when you have new legislation, always people are like, one politician are saying it's good, others are saying it's bad. At the same days that this legislation was going through, we had a tournament in the Polish parliament for very young kids, and there was a camera, so we were recording opinions of politicians, and they were saying, some were saying good legislation, some were saying bad, but all of them were saying chess and programming perfect. So there is a wheel, but from this wheel to the situation when we'll have 90%, 100% of schools in the program in the country, there is still a long way to go, and I think it's everyday work on the level of the clubs, cities, and of course federations.
Actually, as we have seen along this educational chess summit, chess and coding are extremely connected, so they work together really very well. Now, for Judit, I have a special approach because I know you like it. In the last 25 years, the world has changed as much or even more than in any other 25-year period in the history of humankind. And according to the experts, is going to change even faster in the next 25 years. But chess develops flexible thinking.
I want to add a little bit to the question, sorry, because I think it's very important that the biggest challenge from my perspective, seeing many, many different countries, including not only us, but Spain, Argentina, Latin America, different countries, to find chess in education the right way. Where is it located in education? To clarify it, is it an after-school program? Is it a separate subject? It has to be included in some transversal way into different subjects. I think it's very important to clarify for everybody that they understand that chess has its place. Maybe it's not only one place, but then we structure it that you have 3 different kind of, so every institute shouldn't be the question that, well, should I do chess? No, I have this, this, or this, but one way or another I want to include it. So referring to your question, what will happen, right, in 25 years that we need? First of all, we need chess in education to have people being resilient, right? And chess is something can offer a lot for kids, I think, because with chess we know that we have to think ahead, we have to make strategies, we have to be very flexible, we have to rethink, rechange our thoughts, direct, we have to take responsibilities, and I think we will need this extremely, very, very much. And of course we shouldn't forget that we're talking about kids right now who are in kindergarten and first grade, that parents have no idea what kind of job the kids will have, right? So how a parent can be helped, this is also a huge question to me. How can we help with chess the parents to be convinced or to calm them down, not to worry so much that actually what am I going to teach to my kids now? Because I have that job does not exist. I mean, in the last few years, last 1 year practically, we experienced what ChatGPT made to us, right? And it will come every year, every 2 years. So I think this is also something for me important that people should understand, that it's not only our belief, but our experience. The chess is something that really can prepare kids for flexible thinking and those challenges what we need. But actually, I would like to advise also the parents to learn chess for this reason.
Now, each of you, this is a real challenge, have only 45 seconds to answer a very difficult issue, which in my opinion requires a lot of nuances. This is a question that comes to us from Mexico. Should chess be a compulsory subject, or do we run the risk of it being counterproductive? Venuse.
Now I'm talking about Czech Republic. So at this moment, Czech educational system has got its own inner big troubles with many things. So I think that in maybe 10 years, it could be very difficult to set as chess like a compulsory subject. But I think that chess still belongs to school, actually, at least at after-school activities. So I'm a teacher, and I wouldn't be happy if somebody forced me to teach it as a subject. And I would be happy if all the children could play chess in the afternoon after school for fun, as a hobby. And if some teacher wants to teach it in the morning, during math lessons, okay, it's fine. But I think in Czech Republic it's not necessary to set it as it's my personal opinion, and all the effort how to spread chess around the schools is focused mainly on after-school activities. But we have around 15 schools where the chess is a subject in the morning, and they have it, all the children, but it's not the number one, not for me as a manager of chess in schools.
What about Slovakia?
I have personal experience that I'm teaching kids after schools, also during the education time, but for me I would say that chess should be prioritized for after schools. But the key question is maybe what Judith said, that we should know firstly where should be the chess when we are talking to school, if we want to there or there, because for me now it's not clear if everybody, for example in Slovakia, is sure that it should be, for example, more after schools.
And Poland? 45 seconds. Answer, yes. But of course, as Venuse mentioned, if we want to bring it to schools next week, it's just like deciding that we will do the Chess Olympiad in Madrid next month. If we decide so, then it will be total collapse. And for next 10 years, no one will discuss with us any ideas for interesting chess projects. So to build a roadmap, of course, in every country, because some countries are more developed, so we cannot say tomorrow everywhere in the world. But to have, let's say, this perspective of 4, 6, 10 years to also show good examples, city by city or region by region, some pilot projects. So I think it's very reasonable goal. And every project is like a book. If you don't make the first step, you are still on the first page.
And how is the vision from Hungary?
Well, I think it's a very sensitive question. This is maybe the biggest debate, even within people who believe that chess belongs to education, because this is something, what to do, right? Optional or not optional. First of all, I think we have to decide whether we believe that it has to be in school. If we do, there has to be a strategy, as you said, that 4 years, 5 years, somehow to make plans that what do we need. How can we convince the authorities and the teachers and everybody else? And for sure, one of the part of that is to make research, to make very professional paper material, online material, films, with all those very beneficial effects what chess has in the classroom. So if people know that it is really like that, maybe in the first year it can be a pilot, and if it's so successful, then you can move on. But you have to give little liberty. At the same time, decisions are very important, and sometimes you have to make tough decisions and very committal decisions. And we'll see in which country it's going to be the decision makers who are ready to take these.
I guess that a lot of our viewers are now thinking deeply and about, well, for instance, how can these successful 4 projects be replicated or adapted to other countries, or what about the challenges you have mentioned, and so on. So I'm convinced that this debate has been really very inspiring for a lot of people. 1 million thanks to all 4 of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.